Hello guys, back here with another video, and we've only done 2 of these before, but this is the 3rd one, the Q&A. So like we do these every 50 episodes, and I'm just gonna answer a couple of popular questions. I think before I'd done 10, we ain't got 10 this time. I just wanted to hit I wanted to answer the questions in a large depth rather than just, oh yeah, they said this, right, this is the answer, and then moving on. I want to hit the question home, I want to nail every point about it. So, first question that I get asked a lot is, when are you going to start with the multiply lifting? The multiply lifting is coming soon. I promise it is coming soon. I just want, my thought on it was, let's push the single to its limit. We know we ain't getting much more on the deadlift recently. Squat, I think we've got a little bit more to give. Bench, we've definitely got a bit more to give. And then we are going to start heading into the multiply territory when we've sort of maxed out the single as such. Once the carryover's starting to go a bit stagnant. Then we are going to bust the multi-gear out. We're going to get it going. We do have the shirt ready to go. We've got a Boss squat suit, potentially using that, potentially switching to a Leviathan, if I can get hold of one. Love to try it before I can buy it, just because of how expensive the thing is. Then again, I bought a Boss, so that set me back a lot. Saying I should have bought a size smaller as well, definitely set me back a lot. And they want to take refunds, god damn it. Right, next question I get asked. Inza grippers. I get asked about them a lot. People see these wraps. Oh, what are these wraps? My pink knee wraps are Inza grippers. I have them in 2.5 meters and 3 meters. I first tried them in 2 meters in the IPF. Love at first sight. Bought 2.5, bought 3 meters, ready to go. Love them. I think if you're a Titan boy, and you know your Titan knee wraps, they're the stretchiness of a THP with the stiffness of a Signature Gold. Perfect. Next question. I tried some stuff with the open back shirts. Do I think open back shirts are better than single ply? Better than closed back? That's for single ply lifting. So I had a little bit of experience, not a ton of experience. My research showed me that open back, if you weigh the perfect body weight, if you have it the perfect position up the arms, if you have the collar set in the perfect line, if everything is perfect, if your setup is perfect, sky's the limit. I could probably bench 275 now to a touch. Probably get it. However, if you're so much as 0.5 millimeter out, nothing. The session that cut it for me was, I couldn't touch with 210. It spent about 9 seconds going down. I'd lost everything and just let it go to stops at that point. And it took about 7 seconds to get 220 down while it was choking me, and didn't get any pop. Whereas I switched back to the open back, this is same shirt, everything the same, just more consistent results. I'd love to know what other people think, but I'm going to stick with the closed back for now, with the single ply definitely, just because of the consistency. However, I did find you can get lighter touches, but obviously no carryover. So it is possible to touch with 220, well, with 120 easily. You just get nothing out of the shirt. So there is that with it, with the open back. Next question, knee sleeves on the bench. I've been wearing knee sleeves on the bench recently because I hurt my hamstring a couple of months back, and I struggled to bend my leg. Knee sleeve helped it with sort of like a bit of compression, and you know, it's one of them. It ain't hurting out, so I'm gonna keep doing it. You know, it's a little bit of a nervous thing at the minute. You know, I don't want to chance out. While I wasn't injuring myself on the bench, it just helped brace, and I've had very good numbers while wearing the knee sleeves. So it's like I don't really want to change it. You know, I don't want to risk these numbers. These numbers going away. Maybe the knee sleeves was the thing that helped. You know, maybe all these sets on bench and chest and tricep training and back training isn't what it was. Maybe it was knee sleeves. Someone else should try it. Someone let me know. Someone let me know if knee sleeves are the thing for bench. You'll never know until you try it. Do I recommend A7? Like, that was one of the things. Do I just say... Yeah, I actually think A7's a very good brand. They've got my favourite wrist wrap. Singlets and all we can debate, oh, that fit looks good, that looks good, you know, the socks are nice. I will talk at length about the wrist wrap, because if I will grab my wrist wrap now, 2 seconds. I keep these in my room, I only use these at competitions. Much in the same way that the grippers are like a THP and a Signature Gold combined, these are. They stretch very well, while still being incredibly tight. So if you've ever tried SBD stuff, I'm going to relate to these just because I've tried it as well. I've tried both. They're stiff and flexible. This one was the mids. Again, maybe I prefer the mids at the minute. The A7 have flexible, mids, stiff and rigor mortis. These are the mids, and I just find the way it casts around the hand. I mean, this is a metre long wrist wrap. I probably need about a quarter of this for my raw work, but I started to find my wrists hurt when I'm doing the band shirts, the unlimited stuff, and just wearing these, and I only use them at comp for the benefit of it. Just using them. Like, that is wrist support. Like, I couldn't move it if I tried. If my life depended on it, you're going to have to kill me. You know what I'm saying? You know, if my life depended on it, well, looks like I'm going to be going. You know, I find like I say, I've repped this brand for life, just based on these wrist wraps. But 1 metre long mids on the A7 wrist wrap, by far better than any other wrist wrap I've tried. I dare say the SBD ones are overrated. You know, just my opinion. I think a lot of the SBD stuff is, to be fair. The belt as well, a bit overrated. You know, people say it's the best thing ever, it's amazing. It's no better than a strength shot belt, no better whatsoever. Next thing, speaking of belts, it was belts for bench. I had a few different opinions on this over the time. I used to wear it raw, then I stopped wearing it raw. Don't wear it raw anymore. Then with the shirts, I always use it to hold the shirt in place. I tried benching without it at all for a couple of months. I found, yeah, it's fine. But then there was I did the competition in the band shirt where I wanted the 300 and I jacked it down and needed to hold it in position with the belt, and it worked like a charm. You know, I am going to bench with a belt now for the rest of my life. You know, I've tried things with, without. So let me clarify that. Raw, no belt. I don't feel like it helps bridge or helps support or helps bracing. Equipped, I will always wear it. And equipped, I wear the 2-inch one, not the 4-inch thick one. You know, just the typical bench shirt belt. I wore the... Yes, that is right, yes, that is right. I wear that for band shirts and poly shirts. Yes, that bench belt is my favourite one. It's Texas, it's by Titan. I cannot remember the name of the belt though. Costs like 120 quid off Pullum if you're in the UK, it's a little bit pricey. You're probably fine with the belt that I use for squats and deadlifts. I bought it just to try it because I'd seen a lot of people doing it. I thought, you know, let's give it a go. Yeah, I enjoy it. It is better, but we're talking, you know, 1 or 2%. Definitely not needed. And one of the controversial questions I've been asked is why did I leave the IPF, which I think I answered in a different video. I thought it was just more of the IPF is quite kind of like quite culty. It's like over here, some of the loopholes you've got to jump through just to coach an athlete at competitions, like at a regional competition, is insane. You have to have like done 4 coaching courses just to go and help your mate lift down from the gym, just to help him lift at a regional. Pathetic. It's ridiculous. That is one of the reasons. I can't have my dad helping me out at events, and he coaches me. We help each other, and I can't have that. Who helps me out? I suppose what it was is like they drum it up. National team coaches. No, it's trying to be something that it's not. No, we'll not jump down a rabbit hole. Like I say, I'm sure I've done another video on it. But yeah, that just gets asked a lot, so I figured I would just point that out again here. If anyone's newer to the channel, they can hear it here as well. Do we have any more questions? Is there any more popular questions that come to mind? What has been my favourite meet of the years? That was definitely one of them. I tried to remember all these. I should have kept my notes. My favourite meet of each year. 2021. WPC Worlds in Portugal, without a doubt. First trip abroad, loved it. The memorable late nights in Portugal. If anyone's been there, they'll tell you about that. It was a crazy event. 2022. Hungary was good. Hungary was really good. WPC Euros. It's hard to say. I did the Irish Pro was a standout meet, as in a day. Whereas Hungary, I did 3 different competitions. So, because I did the full power, then the bench, and then the deadlift only a couple of days later. So I'm going to say the whole Hungary experience. I'm going to cheat that one a little bit. 2023. The East Midlands competition at the end of the year that I did, where I became the strongest under 16-year-old ever, till my friend Zachary Wolf took that off me. It was nice having that. I got it blazed on a trophy. I didn't like the thing that they were on the trophy. I put something else on the back. I was having that on the trophy that I got the competition. I don't even need to look at it. 503.8 gloss burner. That was it. I was just a proud boy. 2024. This was a Manchester competition where I got 600 gloss burner. A big improvement from the year before. You'll probably tend to find, typically, I prefer the smaller atmospheres. The small venues, they tend to have a better atmosphere, which is, I put Hungary on here because it was 3 events and I learnt a lot out there and it was a fun experience. So we can have that, but up there from 22 was the South Wales qualifier, which was incredible. The atmosphere there, unmatched, insane. Like I said, with 24, the Manchester qualifier, and so far into 2025 it is going to be the Manchester qualifier again, where I went 907.5. For God's sakes, I've got the pictures all over my wall from that meet, the 907.5. That meet was monumental to me. That is probably my favourite meet today. Everything went to plan. It was the perfect meet. So that's kind of like my favourite meets. So that'll do for today. I'm going to thank you for joining me, and thank you for 150 episodes. If people's watched them all, thank you so much. We're nearly at the 3-year mark. Episode 156 is going to mark that. I'll give a special shout on that episode. But until next week, thank you for watching, and keep lifting that big weight.